Good day, I'm Theodore Henry, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, March 1, 2023. A crucial, historic step forward for the nation's public health has been made with the official adoption of an electronic health records EHR system. On Tuesday, the Ministry of Health signed an agreement to implement the system with stakeholders, including the European Union, the Bank of Jamaica, and the hospitals and health centers participating in the program. The electronic health records EHR system is being implemented as part of the $5 million health system strengthening project. Portfolio Minister Dr. Christopher Tufton says the system will change the way public hospitals administer care, operating under the tenet of one patient, one record. It will see the conversion of patient records to a paperless format and the uploading and exchange of records across healthcare providers.
In a very short phrase, it improves by reducing transaction time, transaction cost, and improve the quality of service provision for the patient in our public health institution. And we have already started by putting in the internet connectivity, the devices to access the data, and combine will provide for us the kind of electronic technology-based transformation that we are celebrating today.
The 18-month program to introduce electronic health records in Jamaica will roll out across 13 health facilities. These include the Spanish Town, St. Anne's Bay, Maypen, and Chapelton Community Hospitals, in addition to the Maypen West and Maypen East health centers. Government has tabled a fourth supplementary estimate of expenditure for the current fiscal year, adding $10.1 billion for payments to public sector workers under the Compensation Restructuring Program. Minister of Finance and the Public Service, Dr. Nigel Clark, tabled the estimates in the House of Representatives yesterday. The fourth supplementary estimates also reflects a reduction in capital spending of $5.8 billion for projects in which the funds are unlikely to be drawn down in the next 4 weeks of the fiscal year. These two adjustments lead to a net increase of $4.3 billion for the 2022-2023 budget, pushing expenditure for this year above the $1 trillion mark. Minister Clark says the increased allocation for payments under the compensation restructuring exercise is to make provisions based on the results of continuing discussions with public sector groups.
The fourth supplementary estimates, therefore, makes provision, Madam Speaker, for the implementation across the entire public sector for the full implementation of the first year of the compensation restructuring.
Approximately 400 Jamaicans will benefit from a $30 million grant to offset the survey costs associated with registering a parcel of land with the National Land Agency, NLA. Persons will be able to access up to $75,000 each under the 3-year partnership between the VM Group and the NLA. At the contract signing on Friday, Prime Minister Andrew Holness welcomed the partnership as a step towards increasing land registration numbers in the country. He says the grant will address one of the impediments to persons formalizing land ownership.
The land surveying can be a bit costly, and it's probably the hurdle that prevents most people from going through this process. And I'm hoping that other mortgage companies will see the wisdom of partnering with the NLA and the government's program of land registration and come on board as well.
Sponsoring the surveyor costs in the land titling process is aligned with our commitment to mutuality, because this is about working collaboratively to make the wider community flourish.
Eligible applicants should not have lands exceeding 5 acres. The program will roll out in April in St. Mary, Portland, and St. Thomas, in areas where the Land Administration Management Division project is being implemented. Other areas include Nagohead in St. Catherine, as well as Tel Aviv, Southside, Rose Gardens, Rose Town, Golden Spring, Rose Hall, and Lawrence Tavern and its environs in Kingston. Government has allocated $810 million in the new fiscal year to support investment development and promotion as it seeks to further the growth of the Global Services Sector, GSS. The money will fund the Global Services Skills Project, focusing on the higher value-added segment, providing better skilled workers and increasing Jamaica's capacity to attract foreign direct investments and increased exports. Among the anticipated fiscal targets for the 2023-2024 fiscal year is enhanced job readiness and digital skills training for 6,000 new entrants by the Hart NSTA Trust. Phase 2 of the Train the Trainers program and implementation of a technology innovation district, as well as the 2023 apprenticeship program, are also to begin in the new fiscal year. And finally, Minister of Industry, Investment and Commerce, Senator Aubin Hill, is imploring more Jamaicans to invest in the development of the country. He made the remarks while welcoming a new $2 billion residential development for which ground was broken in Kingston recently. The $2 billion Bond Chance investment is a 10-story mid-rise development that will boast 43 one- and two-bedroom apartment units with underground and surface floor parking, pool and terraces, entertainment space, gym, and a garden terrace. Minister Hill says there are plenty of opportunities across various fields of business for investments such as this.
We need more investments in Jamaica. Real estate, absolutely. It's hot and it's good and it's safe. Pension funds love it. Long income streams to pay their pensioners, and I recommend it. But we need investments, other investment. That's why I'm stressing investment, which is the second of my objective. My first objective is to grow export. But we need investments in mango, avocados, breadfruit, ackee. Those are orchard crops that the diaspora wants and people who are not in the diaspora want.
He says Jamaicans should take advantage of the opportunities to become master developers in the country's industrial and logistics parks, such as the Caymanas Economic Zone. These, he points out, offer attractive incentives such as up to 50 years tax-free property rental income.
Tax-free rental income for a long period of time. You have to negotiate. But it's more than that. If you make other income from, say, shares or selling real estate from that company, you're going to pay 12.5% tax, which is half of the corporate tax in Jamaica, but it's more. Depending on how many Jamaicans you employ, you can reduce that tax further to 7.75%.
And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Theodore Henry. Thanks for watching.